All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Race number 1. Max Gunther, Nathan Alul on the front row. Adam Barker and Mike Dolling have the second row. Byron Debelow, Yannick Gunther on the third row. Harry Volsmir and Simon Zierk have the fourth row. Dylan Steinbach, Callie Evian round out the top 10. Newcomer Jordan Branch starts in 11th next to Mike Marshall in 12th. Cody Kennedy starting in 13th. Ryan McDaniel rounds out the 14-car field here this morning. And apparently no Nicole this morning either. However, tonight at 7 Eastern, the BRR Cup Series new season begins at Daytona, and very likely Nicole is preparing for that. All the drivers getting grid. It definitely is a very cool and technical track. And the track temperature is coming up. It was about 98 degrees in both practice and qualifying, only up to 99 at the moment. But we could see that track temperature come up even more as this goes on. Air temperature is 67 degrees, and it is early afternoon as we start. So as they lay down rubber and as the temperature comes up, this track liable to get a little hotter and a little slippier. Cars coming through the final 2 turns. Porsche pace car already in. Through the final turn, Max Gunther will control the start. They fire and are away. Green flag is in the air. We are away at Red Bull Ring, headed toward turn 1. Several drivers, wow! Harry Volsmir really shot the gap there on the start. Jumps up into 6th place. Battle for second between Adam Barker and Nathan Alul. Adam's going to come out ahead as they get through turn 2. Callie Evian did start from pit road, but is out on track, although quite a bit behind. Mid-pack, things are heating up. Simon Zierk backs out of a 3 wide, ends up 2 wide. Turn 3, one of the trickiest turns on the track, especially if you're side by side. Great run between those two. Byron Debelow trying to make up some ground. He lost a couple positions off the start. Ryan McDaniel off track early but quickly recovers. A lot of these drivers pushing the track limits here this morning. But through the final turn, Max Gunther will lead lap number 1 and open a gap on Adam Barker. Harry Volsmir had that big attack right off the start of the race, up to 6, right on the bumper of Yannick Gunther in 5th. Mike Dolling in the Porsche this morning currently runs in 4th, just ahead. Oh, Harry shoots the gap and Looked like a little bit of contact with Mike Dolling, but both drivers keep going forward. Here he does manage to take fifth from Yannick. Yannick fights back on the outside. Nathan O'Loole had an off track a moment ago, which has allowed Mike Dolling to close that gap. And Max Gunther's lead starting to shrink as here comes Adam Barker. Nathan O'Loole sits in third, Dolling in fourth, Harry now up in fifth. Simon Zierk and Dylan Stowe. Simon's loose. Simon saves it there, but he got a little squirrely coming through the penultimate corner, and the rookie Jordan Branch now into the top 10. O'Loole has a problem, and everybody slips by. Harry Volsmere battling Mike Dolling up the hill into turn 2. That is the battle for third. And Harry is going to take it. Meanwhile, Adam Barker has the fastest lap so far. And let's see what happened with O'Loole a moment ago. It looks like Nathan may have had a slowdown in the final turn and then shoots wide through turn 1, and everybody slips by that was right behind him. Max Gunther still has the lead, but not by much, with Adam on his bumper. Harry Volsmere now up into third, trying to close that gap, and Harry is, man, he fast this morning. He has already pulled away from Mike Dolling, Yannick Gunther. Nathan O'Loole, after his problem there on the last lap, now under attack from Byron Debelow. Debelow can't get the inside going into 1 and has to slow down. Here comes Steinbach. Steinbach in the Porsche, headed back up the hill towards turn 2. Oh, little contact. And, oh no, Steinbach is off. Debelow is off. They both lose a ton of ground. Looking down from the blimp as they come toward turn 2, Steinbach tries to move out to set up for the turn. Moves out a little too far, comes across the nose of Debelow. Debelow can't turn it all. Both drivers do quickly recover, but man, a big loss of track position. Max Gunther still out front. Adam in second. Harry Volsmere in third. 4 1/4 seconds back, trying to close in. Dolling in fourth. Yannick in fifth. Nathan O'Loole now back up into sixth. Simon Zierk in seventh. Jordan Branch up to eighth, and Mike Marshall up into ninth, up 3 spots already. And it does look like Mike is closing the gap on Jordan Branch at the moment. That Conliff Racing car definitely looking fast here this morning. Nathan Alul so far has the most off tracks in this race. As we mentioned, drivers definitely testing the track limits this morning. It has already cost him quite a bit of ground, but it does look like he is trying to tighten it up through the turns and close back in on Yannick. Yannick still right on the bumper of Mike Dolling. We haven't seen Mike in the Porsche in a very, very long time, but as we mentioned, he is preparing for the 24 hours of the Nürburgring, where we will see a Conliff Racing team out there. Yeah, the top three definitely have a bit of breathing room right now. Third place, Harry Volsmeer, is 2 seconds ahead of fourth place, Mike Dolling. But the top two, Max Gunther and Adam Barker, continuing to pull away. Their lead now 5.1 seconds. Dylan Steinbach closing back in on Mike Marshall at the moment. Dylan had that incident earlier with Byron Debelow. Debelow back in 13th now. But Debelow on the back bumper of Evian just flies by. Well-known fact that the Porsche is lacking in straightaway and straight line speed, making those passes easy for the Ferrari. But Byron still has a lot of ground to make up. Meanwhile, Dylan Steinbach all over the back bumper of Mike Marshall. Mike able to use that Ferrari power or speed down the straights to keep the nose ahead. But as they go into the middle sector of the track, this is where the Porsche will shine. However, it is very, very tricky making a pass through this section. Jordan Branch, the newcomer this week, currently in 8th place. He is pulling away from Mike Marshall and Dylan Steinbach, but Simon Zier 3.7 seconds ahead in 7th is pulling away as well, trying to close the gap on 6th place, Nathan Alul. Meanwhile, Nathan is caught back up to Yannick and Mike Dolling. A 3 Porsche battle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Currently looking at 3 Porsches and 2 Ferraris in the top 5. With 1 Porsche being out front, but Adam all over his bumper. And Harry Volsmeer on the last lap made up a little bit of ground. Now remember, going into race 2, the top 7 will invert. Meaning that if Max Gunther pulls off the win here in race 1, He will start from 7th place and have to come back through all the cars ahead. Max started from the pole today, has been in clean air all morning long. Ooh, Adam looked a little squirrely coming out of turn 2, trying to get on the power a little early. Still looking for a way to get past Max. Simon Zierk back in 7th, 3 1/4 seconds back from the 3 Porsches of Nathan Alul, Yannick Gunther, and Mike Dolling. And Dolling is starting to close the gap on 3rd place, Harry Volsmeer. It is now down to 1.9 seconds. 6.5 minutes left to go. Will he have enough time to close that gap? Mike actually putting some breathing room between him, Yannick, and Alul, as Ryan McDaniel has had a problem back behind. Ryan headed up the hill toward turn 2. Oh, he gets the bump in the middle of turn 2 and just goes around that bump. It is there to keep you from cutting the corner, but man, if you hit it, you just have problems. Nathan Alul side by side with Yannick through turn 2. Nathan managing to pick up 5th place rather. Dylan Steinbach has had a problem. Coming up toward turn 2 again. Steinbach just barely clips that bump, but again, same result. Steinbach quickly gets the car turned around, but several positions lost here. Max Gunther has started to pull away from Adam Barker. His lead now 1.5, or just over 1.5 seconds. The Ferrari does make up a little ground on the straightaways, but Max is definitely capitalizing through the turns. Harry Volsmeer in 3rd, still holding about 5 1/4 seconds back, and Dolling, who was closing that gap, has lost some ground, now 3 seconds back. Ryan McDaniel has had another incident. Looked like Ryan may have had a couple of problems, just overshoots that turn. Quickly gets it back out on the track. Going the right direction again. And then through the middle section of track, the back end just stepping out. That's the first time we've seen one go around like that in a hard hit. We expect Max Gunther to take the white flag next time. His lead is just 1 second Adam Barker looks like may have taken a lap to cool the tires down to try and make one last charge here. Harry Volsmere back in third. Mike Dolling is starting to reel Harry back in, but does he have the time? And now he has the problem of Nathan Alul right with him. Yannick Gunther has not gone anywhere either. He is still in that group. Simon Zerk just 2.9 seconds back. Rookie Jordan Branch currently in 8th. Byron Debelow in 9th. And Mike Marshall still in the top 10. Max Gunther will come into lap traffic this time. Did not see the white flag, so they'll have 2 more to go. Max does have the lap car of Ryan McDaniel just ahead. Mike Marshall has unexpectedly gone to pit road. Ryan McDaniel moves over, lets the leaders go by. Harry still holding on to third. Mike Dolling was gaining ground, but as they've battled, he has lost that ground ahead. And Alul may have a run here. Oh, almost got the nose in. Now he's got the run a little to the inside on Dolling. Side by side coming back out of that turn. This is going to be a dogfight. Dolling has the advantage into the next turn and holds the position. Whoa! Alul just overshot and ended up on pit road. Taking another look at Nathan Alul's pass here. And, oh, he got a big run, but yanked it right to stay out of Dolling and ends up sliding down onto pit road, a heartbreaker. Meanwhile, Max Gunther through the middle sector one last time. Adam Barker still holding about 1 second back. Callie Evian has had a big problem back behind. Andrew, he did give himself a drive-through. Out of the final turn, Max Gunther will pull it off. He will win race 1 at Red Bull Ring. Adam Barker, wow. Great celebration there. Adam Barker coming home in second. Harry Volsmere finishes third. And let's talk to our top 3, starting with Harry. Harry, great to see you back on the podium. That was one heck of a run this morning.
Yeah, it was a bit not very well driven.
You, at times, were running down the top 2. You definitely were faster than everybody behind you, but will you make any adjustments going into the second race to close that gap down?
No, I won't. I won't drive the second race. I have other things to do, but
Well, I hate
it
to
was
hear.
fun.
I hate to hear that, but man, it is awesome to see you back on the podium. It looks like the bad luck you've had in recent weeks is gone.
Oh, that's better.
Great job this morning, Harry.
Hey, okay, bye.
Well, that is terrible news. Harry will not be in race number 2. Second place, Adam Barker. Adam, one heck of a run this morning, and I have to ask, with about 3 laps to go, you slowed down for a lap and then started closing the gap on Max again. Where did you take a lap to cool your tires off?
No, it was a bit wide on the last exit and got a slow down penalty, so that's why I lost a second to him. It was a really good race with Max, though. He was really quick where he needed to be, and I just couldn't get the run off of turn 2. Being on the inside, there's just no grip compared to the outside, especially with that Porsche's grip at low speed. So we'll see what we can do in the next race. We're going to be next to him here, so hopefully we can get the jump on him into turn 1 and disappear into the distance.
Well, you guys definitely disappeared from the rest of the field in that one. Great run, and congratulations.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I was really surprised with that. The qualifying times were super tight, so I thought we were going to get more of a fight there.
So did I. Those qualifying times were extremely tight, but a great job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And finally, our winner, Max. I have to ask the question, based on comments, did you get enough sleep last night?
Did I get enough sleep?
Yeah, word has it, if you've had enough sleep, you're very tough to catch.
Yeah, I didn't, I think, but Adam is really fast, so this is gonna be really interesting, especially since we're reversed and we have to overtake a bunch of people. Yeah, let's see.
I did mention that you had clean air right from the drop of the green and never had to battle in traffic at all. Is that are you concerned at all? Did you get some practice in traffic prior to the race?
Yeah, I did a race prior to that one. It was a pretty high strength of field race, which was quite fun. But yeah, not much battling going on there too. So we'll see. We'll see.
It's definitely interesting. The Porsche really has a big advantage here, especially on those low speed turns. But on that log front, the first 2 straightaways, really the Ferrari just is tough to beat.
Yeah, this Ferrari in a straight line is dangerous, like really dangerous. If he gets just 0.2 behind, he might send it, and yeah, that's dangerous.
Well, man, a great win here today, and obviously a good points day. And the obvious question is, with your brother leading the points currently, have you started thinking of a nickname if he wins the title?
No, not yet, but that's a good point. If he wins the title, I will think about one, and I will propose one, I think.
I think it's a good idea.
Who won is then not anymore. I mean, he won a title then, so.
Well, man, great job. Congratulations on the win, and good luck in race 2.
Thanks, Doug. Thank you.
Max Gunther pulling off the win. He also won at Watkins Glen in race 1, but had a difficult second race. Surprisingly, that is the only win Max has this season. Just looking through here, Yannick does not have a win yet this season either. Could today be the day Yannick returns to victory lane? And Cody Kennedy is lost. Yeah, Cody's lost. Or looking for a shortcut, we're not sure which, but Warm-up is over. And the track temp has dropped dramatically. This is unexpected. With the cloud cover, the track temp has dropped to 87 degrees. Substantially cooler than practice, warm-up, or race number 1. But here we go. Jordan Branch and Simon Zierk have the front row. Yannick Gunther, Mike Dolling on the second row. Harry Volschmier, Adam Barker have the third row. Max Gunther with the win starts in 7th. Byron Debelow in 8th. Dylan Steinbach and Callie Evian round out the top 10. Nathan Alul and Cody Kennedy starting in 11th and 12th. Mike Marshall and Ryan McDaniel round out the field. However, as we mentioned, Harry Volschmier will not be taking the grid. Also appears Ryan McDaniel and Callie Evian also not taking the grid in race 2. So Jordan Branch, the rookie, leads them out of the final turn. Pace car is in. Branch in control. They all fire. Green flag is in the air. Race number 2 at Red Bull underway. And oh, 4 wide into 1 and a lot of bumping. Holy cow. Both Gunthers come through it okay. Callie Evian did start from pit lane. He is out on track. They are 2 wide up the straightaway toward turn 2. Yannick pulls ahead of Max for the moment. 3 wide through turn 2 for a moment. Well, race 2 already off to a very wild start. Simon Zierk on the back bumper of the rookie Jordan Branch. Simon Zierk on the bumper. Nathan Alul in 3rd, closing in. Yannick Gunther in 4th, battling with Max. Max down to the inside, but Yannick has the momentum on the high side and holds the position. Dylan Steinbach lurking right behind the brothers Gunther. Adam Barker in 7th. Mike Dolling in 8th, Byron Debelow in 9th, and Mike Marshall in 10th. For the moment, Jordan Branch still holds Simon Zierk at bay. The 2 BMWs out front, but the Porsche of Nathan Alul closing in. Simon gets to the inside, but backs off into turn 2. Now let's watch this start from the blimp, and there they fire off into turn 1 they go. And you see a lot of battling. Adam Barker shoots to the outside, and man, they just end up 4 wide off into 1. A wild and crazy start to this one. Simon now in the lead. Jordan Branch in second. Alul in third. They have a little breathing room. Yannick 1.6 seconds back. Max right on his bumper. Dylan closing in. Barker closing in. Max is going to try it again to the inside of one. Can't get it. And Steinbach sets up the run down the second straightaway, headed toward turn 2. But as we heard from Barker, Barker's got to run out of 2. As we heard from Barker, that inside line in turn 2 is extremely difficult. Steinbach still in 7th place, but did lose some ground. Adam Barker managing to move back up into 6th. Simon Zierk out front. Nathan Alul now to 2nd place. Jordan Branch in 3rd, Yannick in 4th. Max had the fastest lap last time by, back in 5th, but still unable to get past Yannick. Yannick does have the points lead over Adam Barker, but Adam tried to set up a move on Steinbach, couldn't get there. With Adam's 2nd place finish, he is closing that gap coming out of race 1. Simon starting to pull away. He had the fastest lap last time by. Has a 1 second gap on Nathan Alul. Jordan Branch in 3rd does have a little bit to worry about. The brothers Gunther on the move. Steinbach back behind, gave the Gunthers a run for their money a couple laps ago. Can he get back up there and do it again? And he has Adam Barker lurking behind. Simon looks like down the front stretch trying to break that slipstream. It did not work. Alul set the fastest lap and close to his bumper. Nathan staying right in the slipstream of the BMW, then moves to the outside, headed off to turn 2, forcing Zierk to the inside. And it looks like Alul got the better run out of 2, but Simon powering away. Cody Kennedy and Mike Marshall have both had minor problems back behind. Let's take a look. There's Cody coming around middle. Oh, way off track. Mike Marshall slips by underneath. Cody right back to his bumper. And oh, holy cow. Mike Marshall went wide, but Cody was unable to capitalize on his mistake as Cody just slips wide, almost ends up down pit road. And Dylan Steinbach has had a problem. There's Steinbach, who was on the move earlier on. Oh, just gets loose. Gets the car off the track before anybody can get into him, but he lost a ton of ground. And Nathan Alul goes to the lead for the first time ever in GT3 NSS competition. Simon Zierk still holding on to second. Jordan Branch still holding on to third. Yannick Gunther in fourth, Max in fifth. That may change. Max has the run down the straightaway. Yannick is not giving it up easy. This is allowing Mike Dolling back behind to close back in. They are dead even, headed off into turn two. Max manages to make it through the inside with the advantage. Max Gunther to fourth. Mike Dolling now has closed within 2 seconds, and Adam Barker is bringing Byron Devereaux forward, both of them coming quickly. Meanwhile, out front, Nathan Alul is starting to pull away little by little from Simon Zierk, but they have a 2.8 second gap on third place, Jordan Branch. And folks, what do you say we have a little bit of fun and test out our new speed cam? Enjoy the show on this one. Let us know in the comments what you think of the new speed cam. Nathan Alul has opened up almost a 1 second lead on Simon Zierk. Jordan Branch almost 4 seconds behind, but Max Gunther has caught him. Whoa! Max has a very close call out of turn one, has to juke down to the inside. He had a big run on Jordan. Max all over the back bumper of Jordan Branch. Just a matter of time from the looks of it when he'll be able to make a move and take third. And here we go. Max shoots to the inside. But into the next turn, Jordan will have the inside line. Can Max use the high line momentum? He does. Max Gunther to third. Jordan Branch back to fourth, but Yannick is closing in. Out front, Nathan Alul continuing to extend that lead, now 1.2 seconds. Simon Zierk in second, Max Gunther now in third. Remember, all these drivers will have to make a fuel stop this morning, and likely to see everybody taking tires here as well. Track temperature has come down surprisingly this morning due to some cloud cover during the warm-up, and cloud cover now has dropped the track temperature almost 10 degrees from the first race. And Steinbach is the first driver to pit road. Saw Dylan having some problems earlier. Should, though, be within his fuel window. That may have been a drive-through penalty. Although, well, it is possible looking at the numbers. It has been a while since we have seen a driver in NSS have a penalty and have to drive through. But this is a track where the drivers do push the track limits a lot. Simon Zierk still trying to close the gap back down. Max Gunther 4.6 seconds back in third, trying to close in. Jordan Branch in fourth, Yannick Gunther in fifth, and Yannick has Adam behind him. As long as Yannick can keep Adam in his mirror, he will extend his points lead this morning. Mike Doling has had a problem. Mike Doling back in the Porsche this morning through turn two. Oh, there likely was some contact with Debelo. Taking a look down from the blimp. Oh, Debelo just gets a better run out of the corner, gets right into Doling's back bumper and sends him around. Doling lost a lot of ground. Folks, don't forget, if you've missed any races this season, you can find them all and every previous season on our YouTube channel. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. And we will be making a big announcement this afternoon. Hey, good afternoon, Martin. Nathan Alul, the rookie, still out front. But Simon has started to close in. Max Gunther in third, Jordan Branch in fourth. Adam Barker has gotten past Yannick. Adam Barker now to fifth. Yannick Gunther, the points leader, in sixth. And these two, Adam Barker and Yannick Gunther, are battling for the championship. Giancarlo was in that battle coming into this week. However, Giancarlo, not here, has already used his drop races, so he is going to lose some ground here. Byron Debolo, one of the newer drivers, currently in seventh. Dolling in eighth. Now has Evian on his bumper in ninth. Evian, wow, Evian on the move. Looked to the inside toward turn one, couldn't get it. Now he's going to look for a run into turn two. Evian started from pit road. This is one heck of a run. Might have been the wise move, giving the way this second race started. Evian on the attack, may take the spot. He has the inside, headed toward the next turn. This is going to come down to who can break the latest. And it may be Dolling here. Evian gets the run out of the turn. There is contact. Two Porsches down into the left-hander. Dolling holds the position. Evian trying to cross over to the inside. Evian could not get there yet. What a battle for ninth place. Simon Zierk in second is starting to lose ground to the leader again. Max Gunther now 4.5 seconds back in third, is closing the gap. But the Ferrari of Adam Barker in fourth just set the fastest lap. Jordan Branch staying right in his slipstream, and Yannick trying to close back in. Adam Barker now up into fourth after starting in sixth. He finished second in race one. The Ferrari power on the straightaway has definitely been showing here this morning. Mike Marshall had a rough race number one, but is already up 3 spots into 10th place. The Conliff Racing car, the leader of the Conliff Esports team. Don't forget to check out their website, conliff-esports.com, and check out all their upcoming events. This is only Nathan Alul's second race with GT3 NSS. Having a great run here this morning. Last week he did manage to come home with the second place finish in race 2 at Sebring. Actually, he finished in second place in both races at Sebring last week. It was a matter of time before we saw him in victory lane. Could today be the day? Mike Marshall has had a problem. Mike coming into that middle sector. Oh, it snaps loose. He tries to save it and just barely kisses the wall. And there's Marshall coming down into that left-hander. You saw the car step out. He's hard on the brakes and just barely gets into the wall. Max Gunther is on pit road, the first of the leaders to stop. Yannick Gunther also has been to pit road a moment ago. Let's see, does he take tires or is this a fuel-only stop? It is going to be fuel-only this morning for Max Gunther. Cody Kennedy has had a problem and towed to pit road. Cody in the BMW, same place that we saw Mike Marshall have a problem a moment ago, gets loose through the grass and just tows it in. Simon Zierk sitting in second, Adam Barker in third, Jordan Branch in fourth, Byron Debelow in fifth. The newcomers are three of the top 5 spots. Simon Zierk sitting in second and multi-time champion Adam Barker in third. And Jordan Branch is bringing his BMW to pit road. Will the BMW take tires here? Looks like that was a drive-through penalty. Oh! Jordan Branch looked like he had a drive-through penalty, smacks the wall, and I think he might have broke the back of the car. This was a drive-through penalty. The second one we have seen this morning just gets on the power, smacks the outside of the pit wall, and the car will not go straight, likely knock the rear end out of alignment. Wow. It looked like the rookies were going to dominate here this morning until Jordan Branch's problem. Nathan Alul still out front, continuing to pull away his lead. Now almost 2.9 seconds over Simon Zierk. Dylan Steinbach is in. Simon currently in second. Adam Barker in third, almost 7 seconds back. Byron Debelow in fourth, 11 seconds behind him. Mike Dolling currently in fifth. This is only Mike's second time in the Porsche this season. He also drove it at Watkins Glen. Has been in the Ferrari or the BMW most of the season. Nathan Alul still pulling away from Simon Zierk. Adam Barker trying to close that gap on Simon. Byron in fourth, Mike Dolling in fifth. The top five have not had their pit stops yet. Jordan Branch is on his way back off of pit road. Branch currently in 11th, a heartbreaker for a guy who was running in the top five a few minutes ago. Callie Evian is on pit road. Looks like a fuel-only stop for Evian. Mike Marshall now hitting his pit stall. He is in fuel only for Marshall. And Nathan Alul just set the fastest lap of the race. Track temperature continuing to drop, now down to 88 degrees. These cars are getting better and better grip, and with air temperature at 67 degrees, they are getting better and better power. Folks, don't forget to come back tonight at 7 Eastern as the BRR Cup Series new season begins at Daytona. The top five have not been to pit road. They are the only ones to have not pitted yet. Likely to start seeing them come in the next 1 to 2 laps. And here comes the leader. Nathan Alul is in. Simon Zierk is in. Adam Barker is going to stay out. And it looks like Byron Debelow is going to stay out. Mike Dolling also staying out. Adam Barker has taken the lead. Byron Debelow in second now. Alul on his way back off of pit road. This pit road exit is tricky. The drivers have to be extremely careful. As we have already seen here, Simon Zierk comes off pit road way closer. His pit stop almost 2 seconds faster than Alul has allowed him to close back up to Alul's bumper, just 1 second back. Adam Barker coming around. Will he come in this time? Adam Barker heads. Whoa. Got a little squirrely there, but he makes it in. Debolo is coming in. They will complete the cycle of stops. And Nathan Alul should reclaim the lead here. And he does with 16 minutes to go. Alul is back in the lead. Simon Zierk in second, 1.5 seconds back. Max Gunther now to third. Yannick Gunther currently in fourth, but Byron Debolo on his way out. Adam Barker is having an extended pit stop. Something has gone wrong. Mike Dolling on his way back out. Adam Barker still sitting on pit road. This could be a speeding penalty. Alul already pulling a bit of a gap again on Simon Zierk. Simon still trying to fight back. He is about 1.25, 1.3 seconds back. Max Gunther back in third. Yannick in fourth. Byron Debolo in fifth. Adam Barker still on pit road, 1.5 minute long pit stop. Something went horribly wrong. He is pulled back into his pit stall. Simon Zierk still holding about 1.1 seconds back, doing everything possible to stay within striking distance of the rookie Nathan Alul. Max Gunther about 5.25 seconds back in third. Yannick in fourth. Adam is still on pit road. His pit stop has restarted, but he has drifted back to 11th. A heartbreak for one of the top points contenders. But a huge, and he is... Adam may be out. A big points day for Yannick Gunther. Yannick currently running in fourth place. And Adam Barker is officially out of the race. Unfortunately, Barker has stepped completely out of the session. We cannot get a word. A heartbreaking day for Adam Barker. And what a day for Nathan Alul. currently leading with just 12 minutes left to go. Starting to pull away again from Simon Zierk. Max Gunther in third, Yannick Gunther in fourth, and Byron Demelo, the fifth place car. And an interesting race too it has been at Red Bull Ring. We've seen two drivers get drive-through penalties this morning. And one of those drivers with that drive-through penalty cost him a chance at a top 5 as he came off pit road and hit the outside pit road wall. However, you got to give it to Jordan Branch. He is still fighting back, currently in 9th place. Mike Marshall continuing to have a great run today, up 5 spots into 8th. Callie Evian, despite starting from pit road, currently runs in 7th. Mike Dolling up to 6th now. He has had an up and down morning. Byron Demelo, only his 4th week with the group, currently running in 5th, his best run so far. His best finish prior to this was 7th, as Max Gunther has had a problem. Oh, not the first person we have seen have that issue. Coming into that left-hander, just gets loose. The car slides out. Quickly recovers, but not before losing a lot of ground. Max has gone back to pit road. Max had a drive-through penalty due to that incident. That does move points leader Yannick Gunther now up to 3rd, and Nathan Alul just set the fastest lap of the race. Track temp, air temp continuing to drop with the clouds overhead. And Nathan Alul with the heavy right foot and a car that has been sticking all morning long. His lead now 2.5 seconds over Simon Zierk. And Yannick, the cool one, in 3rd. But as we talked about earlier, if Yannick pulls off the title this season, that nickname likely to change. However, next week they do go to Mount Panorama. The following week they're at the Nürburgring, then Suzuka, and finish the season out at Road Atlanta. And expect that Road Atlanta race to be have a very big field. Alul does have quite a bit of clear road ahead. It is unlikely he will have to contend with any lap traffic before the race is over. Callie Evian is over half a track ahead, currently in 7th place. So it is very unlikely Alul will be able to catch him. Simon still holding on to second, 2.7 seconds back. Yannick in third. Byron Devereaux in fourth is 3.6, 3.5 seconds back. And closing in on Yannick. Despite the drive-through penalty, Max currently holding on to fifth. 5.6 seconds back from Byron, closing in, but likely not going to have the time to get to him. Mike Dolling currently in 6th, Callie Evian in 7th, as Jordan Branch and Mike Marshall battle for 8th. Branch has it for the moment. Dylan Steinbach right behind him. 8th, 9th, and 10th still battling. Great run by Jordan Branch despite the issues early mid-race. Branch has continued to fight back to hold 8th. Alul took the lead early on. Came through that lap 1, turn 1, 4 wide chaos. Clean, fought his way toward the front after starting in 11th and is checked out and gone. Alul's lead now 3.4 seconds over Simon. Yannick in third, but Byron is really closing that gap down. It is now down to 2.5 seconds. Could we see two of the new drivers on the podium this morning? Byron is closing in on Yannick quickly. Remember, just a couple of laps ago, Byron was over 5 seconds back. Max Gunther was gaining on Byron, but is now holding about 5.4 seconds back. Byron down to 2.25 behind Yannick. Does he have the time? This may come down to whether or not Nathan gets the white flag next time. If they have 2 more laps, Yannick could be in trouble. Especially with lap traffic ahead. The leader has clear track ahead, but both Yannick and Byron are gonna come to lap traffic very quickly. Does Alul get the white flag this time? I do not see a flag waving. Byron may still have a shot as Alul just set the fastest lap again. Byron just 1.8 seconds back. Alul's lead continuing to grow, but Yannick is in danger. Devil 1.8 seconds back, closing every turn and every straight. Dylan Steinbach looks like he had a drive-through penalty. Yannick in third, coming into that lap traffic as Mike Marshall just ahead. White flag is in the air one more time around for Nathan Alul. Could the rookie win it? Byron Debelow has lost ground. Yannick now 2.4 seconds ahead. Byron starting to close back in, but one lap, 2.68 miles, may not be enough. The gap now just 2 seconds, but holding steady. Meanwhile, Nathan Alul is in another dimension this morning. Oh, almost 5 seconds ahead of Simon. Yannick in third might be able to use the slipstream off Mike Marshall to give him the little bit of space he needs. But what a run out of Debelow. Started in 8th, has fought his way up to 4th. But through the final turn, the rookie Nathan Alul in his second week with NSS gets the win. Simon Zierk, a hard-fought second place. And Yannick has enough room. He'll pull it off and come home in third. And let's talk to our top three, starting with Yannick. Yannick, a great job coming home in third. More importantly, a big points day.
Thank you, Doug. Yeah, I got really lucky that the others had some problems because I had nothing in terms of speed for them.
I have to say, how worried were you the last, 5 laps with Byron closing that gap?
Oh, very. I had to drive very carefully because I already had, I think, 14 incidents, so I couldn't, get off tracks and also go fast enough so Byron wouldn't catch me before the race is over.
Well, it was definitely a hard-fought third, a great job, and a big points day. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
Yannick comes home in third. Simon Zierk finishing in second. Simon, in the first race, it did not look like the BMW had anything here, but you proved that wrong in race 2 to come home in second.
It was the same for the second race. The BMW was not the greatest car here on this track, but I could get a gap from all the field in the first few corners, and this saved me for the podium.
Well, you definitely had a great morning. It is great to see you back up on the podium. Man, great job this morning.
Thank you, Doug.
And finally, our winner in only his second week with NSS, Nathan Alul. Nathan, you come into a new league. You finished second in both races last week, and then get the win this morning. Man, you are putting on a show out there.
Whew. Yeah, that was rough.
It definitely looked rough. You started in 11th, so you had a lot of traffic to come through. Plus, you were right behind all that turn 1 mess.
Yeah, I think I got lucky, actually, because all the chaos in turn 1, and I was able to, get by, I mean, three positions, I think. So, yeah, I was really lucky. And then, keep pushing, and yeah, it was rough. I was fighting off tracks, and to not get drive through during the race, and also I kind of messed up my pin entry on the pit cycle, and lost a lot of time to Simon. But
Oh man,
I was pushing hard.
You definitely were. It was very obvious, but you had a very, very good race. And quite a show you put on the last 2 weeks. It's not surprised to see you in victory lane this morning. Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nathan Alul gets the win in only his second week only, folks. Don't forget, BRR Cup Series 7 Eastern tonight, and we will have an announcement later today you're not going to want to miss. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope y'all had as much fun as we did. We'll see you tonight. Have a great day.